Unlike the orchestrator queues, here in test data queue, we have to compulsory provide the content JSON schema to add data to the queues. Let's find out different ways to add data to test data queues. Hello and welcome back on my YouTube channel, Parth Doshi Learning by Doing. So today in this video, we are going to see how we can add the test data to the test data queues. Now there is a difference between orchestrator queue and the test data queue. So we are going to see what is the difference and what are the different activities that we can add our data to the test data queue. Now let's first go to the orchestrator. Now here if we see, here is the queue option and here is the testing option. Now in queues, we used to normally create our queues that we want, and there was the filled optional JSON schema that we could add. So it was not compulsory to add the JSON schema. Now if I go to add queue, create new queue, and here this option is complete. This specific data JSON schema output and analytics, this is optional. It is not compulsory. But when we go to this testing folder and test data queues, here when I click on add test data queue, I have to provide a name. Let's put it as details. And now if you see, the add option is still not available. That is because we have to add our JSON schema as well. So this is the main difference between the orchestrator queue and the testing queue. Now, how are we going to create this JSON schema? Is it something very difficult, or how does it work? So let's find out that. Now, before we create the JSON schema, what we'll see is what are the different activities to add the data to the test data queue. Now there are two activities. One is add test data queue item. If you want to add only single details, or if you don't have Excel file or a CSV file ready that you could bulk add the data. So for that, we have add test data queue item, and the other one is bulk add test data queue. In bulk add test data queue, the only difference is that you can directly pass a data table which will get added to your queue in the orchestrator. Now let's create the JSON schema. If I go to this particular project folder, and yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new text document and then we'll rename it later. Let's open the file, and yeah. So to create the JSON schema, what you have to do is, as we always know, any JSON data is always within the curly brackets. So now once you have to add the curly brackets, now you have to define your fields. Let's suppose my fields are going to be employee ID and then colon, and just add the random data over here, whatever you want to add. Then enter again your second field. It's going to be name, right? Then colons and this. So it is going to be Parth, and then let's put age, and it's going to be 22. And finally we are going to add department. It is going to be automation. Now when you save this file, save as, and what we are going to make it over here is JSON schema, and let's change this type to .json. And yep, it is available over here. As we can see, a JSON file is available over here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my orchestrator and I'm going to put this file over there. So JSON schema we have dragged and we have added over here. So if you see, the content JSON schema is available over here, whatever we created. So this is what you need to do. whatever you fields you want to add to the queue. In the orchestrator queue, we could add it directly when we pass it from our dispatcher, but here you have to create this kind of JSON schema. So it is very simple to create a JSON schema, and now I'm going to click on add. So my test data queue is successfully created. Now this is the problem that major people faced and to whom I have communicated with. They don't know how to create this content JSON schema. So it is as simple as this. Whatever fields you want, just add some dummy data around it. Now what we are going to do is, let's uncheck this and let us go to our folder, create a new Microsoft Excel worksheet, and it is going to be data. So let's open our data. Yep. And let's start typing our data that we have added. Age. Okay. Let's edit. Okay. So you need to make sure the names that you are entering over here are the same as the column names. Age. So it's going to be first name, then age, and then department. So this is how we can bulk add the queue item 101. I'm going to drag this same over here, and Parth, Rakesh, Ramesh. These are the some random data we are putting in. This is going to be automation for all. Okay, let's save it. Close the file. Go back over here. Now, in our this particular workflow, we are going to use a read range activity. Okay. Okay. Manage packages. I think the Excel package is not installed, as we can see over here. Let's install it. This is because I have used the test automation template, and in that by default activities are system and are testing activities. So that is the reason that was not available. Now when I go over here and search read range, now it is available. I'm going to indicate the file data. And now since we have specified the queue in a JSON format, the queue data is also going to be in a JSON format. DT data is the variable that we have. Here we are going to pass that, and the queue name, it is details, right? Let's cross check it. Yep. Save and run the file. So we should be having all the data in the JSON format in our orchestrator queue, hopefully without any errors. Let me refresh this, and we had 6 rows and the data is available over here, and view items. Now if you see, all the items are available over here in the JSON schema. Now normally in orchestrator queue, we have in progress and that kind of different steps. Here we have whether the queue item is consumed or not in any test case, or is it processed or it is unconsumed. You can see the various options available over there, right? So this is how we can bulk add the data. Now I'm going to simply comment this and also put this over here. and we are going to use this. Now drop the activity over here. Queue name is still going to be details, right? So my first test testing. Now I can generate a name, a ID and all that. So I'm going to use random number. This you have to rename this to your column name, your JSON schema that we have created. So employee ID, then we want a name, right? So here it is going to be only name. Then we have age, I think so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use an assign statement. These are the variations of the activities that I'm showing to you that you could use in case if you had to add the data. This I'm going to rename to age. Age is going to be 22. And finally, we have department. So it is going to be department. So this is how you can individually add the data, right? And department is going to be automation. Let's change this name to department. Okay. What I will do is I'll show what if we keep it as assigned and what problem occurs. So let's execute this. So we now after 6 we should have one more data over there. Okay, let's go over here. Let's refresh and view items. So now if you see over here, it will not throw any error, but in over here, like we had employee ID, name, age, and department. So it's employee ID, name, age. Instead of department, it came out as assigned because it takes this particular display name as the JSON header name over there. So here you need to keep it as department. And now when we run it, we should see the right data available over there. Okay, it is executed. And yes, employee ID, name, age, and department. So this is how you can generate your own random data as well using the data activities. And we saw how we can add queue items in different ways and created the JSON schema as well. I hope this video helped you gain the complete difference between the orchestrator queue and the test data queue, and how you can add the data to the test data queue items, create the JSON schema, and do the further processing. Thank you so much for watching the complete video. Please do hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and share it with your friends.